Hello and welcome, my beautiful little girly pops. Today is the glorious day where we are having a look at an artist toe list. Yes, that's right. Today we're tier listing every single one of artists' toes. Well, but not like the toes themselves specifically, like the feet, depending on the skin. I want to make that very clear. She only has 10. We have a few more than that. As you can see here on the screen, we have our little tier list. We have a little window where we can see the toes themselves, so you can have a great look at them. I can spin her around for you, so you can have a beautiful look at them. And another window where you can see the actual skin that I'm referencing. Isn't that beautiful? Before we begin, let's have a look at our rankings. We obviously have great, which is, the best of the best toes. We have pretty good, which is pretty good feet. Toes, whatever. They're pretty good, but they're not quite the greatest, but they're still decent and the classic. We have average, which isn't good, isn't bad. It's just the good middle ground. We have meh, which is a little bit underwhelming. And then we have no, which makes me sad. And you're going to see why. Let's have a look at my personal artist toe rankings. First off, let's start with the good old classic, the default toes. As you can see here, very nice, very clean. We have the good old claws from, the crow theme. Very pretty, very nice. I like them quite a lot. They're not quite my favorite. I'm gonna put them in high average. They're not special, but they're also not bad. They're just a really, really good default. Before we go any further, the default feet include the purple recolor, obviously all the recolor dresses that she has, but they also include the full purple outfit, the black outfit, this Amazon Prime outfit, which is very pretty, by the way. This outfit. They include this one, the Greek Legends skin. They include the Community Contest Fallen Angel skin. And the Blooming Delusions skin. Those are all the default feet. I looked. They're all the default. If we switch, you can see like they're the same toes. Nothing changes. They're the same toes. Yippee. So, next up, we have the Prestige feet, which, same feet, but a little bit dirtier. More blood, more, yeah, that's kind of it. More blood. That's kind of it. I personally prefer the clean toes, but these also aren't bad. They're pretty nice. So, next up, we have the other Amazon Prime skins, which were the first Amazon Prime skins in general. She got them. She got 2 of them. The feet themselves do not change. They are the same. So they're the same category. They're pretty nice. I like them. They're pretty dark. They have a few of these swirlies around them. I like them. They have more detail than the default. I'm gonna put them in pretty good. They're pretty good classic. Maybe not too high, because they still look very defaulty, but they're pretty nice. Alright, next up, we have the Wintry Reverie, which, you might think this is the same skin. No. If I switch between the default and this one, they're a little bit lighter. There's a little bit... you see there's a little smidgen over there that gets a little bit bigger. See, that's the default. There's no smidge there. Then here there is a smidge, and they get a little bit more reflective, right? They get a little bit more reflective. So therefore, they are different. And honestly, I think they're better. I think they're so much better than the default that we're gonna put them right above them. So next up, the Modern Baroque skin, the Thorn Flower, which is a really, really pretty skin. I squeezed a little bit when it came out. Very pretty feet. They're a little bit more dirty. There's a little bit more like dust on them, I guess, which I quite like. It's a nice detail. It's a nice detail. These ones are less inky and they're more dusty, which I appreciate. I like them. I like them quite a lot. I think they're pretty good. They are pretty good. Possibly better than the Amazon Prime skin. Next up, we have the Potent of Extinction. The Biopunk skin, which I loved when it came out. It's one of my favorites. They are the default feet, but they have the little extra. I know, like, it's not like part of the foot technically, but it's so close to the foot that I'm gonna make it part of the foot. This is the foot now. I like these. I like these feet quite a lot. I would say they're at the top of pretty good. They're pretty nice. Then next up, we have one of the best, which is the Painted Red skin. This is a Blood Moon skin. Her most recent non-legendary skin. It's a really good skin, I have to say. It's beautiful, it's fantastic, it's amazing. And the feet are... the feet are some of the most detailed and really good ones. They have the little detail of the whatever the fuck that is growing out of it. I love them. They're pretty good. I would put them in grade because they're just so nice. They actually put detail into these feet, and that is good. Next up, we have her first drift skins. Let's start with the normal rift skin. This one goes straight into no, because what the fuck are you doing? Covering up the grippers. That is not okay. That is not okay. I also don't like the color of this. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I don't think the color of the shoes matches the dress. Like the shoes themselves are really cute. But like first of all, why would you cover the feet? Second of all, what the fuck is that color combination? That's just nah. Then we have the deep rift version of it, which is the shoes are better, but the feet are still covered, so it goes in no. Which, you know, you just don't do that. That's not okay. You do not cover these feet up. You don't do that. Anyway. Next up, we have her actual rift skins from her tome, which had 2 or 3 artist challenges, and I was very pissed about it. Anyway. These are really cool, right? They look really, they have no soul. I just noticed they're very flat, they have no soul. Anyway. I like these. They're really cool. I love these shoes. I think they're just... This looks so weird. These are really cool shoes, right? They're really cool. They're really pretty. They're really nice. But they are covering the feet. However, because they are really cool design shoes, I'm gonna put them into the meh. Same with the deep rift version, which goes a little bit higher because they're darker and I like dark color. Yeah. So yeah, they're pretty good. Well, we're competing with godlike art here, right? So in that case, they're pretty meh. But overall, if we put them into perspective with every foot in this game, they're pretty good, right? They're pretty good. The next skin is Art Made Flesh, which is the most recent drift skin. Well, this skin is we got it from a rift, but it is from a collection. So it wasn't like a rift skin. It was essentially a collection skin, a collection skin made rift. Like it's a rift skin, but it wasn't made for the rift. If you understand what I mean. Anyway, the skin is amazing. I love the skin. And the feet are pretty good too. The legs have like the little details, which I like, which are not part of the feet, but hey. And the feet themselves, they're really black. They're really dark, really wet, really inky. And I like them a lot. I like them quite a lot. I'm gonna put them up here. They're probably the best of pretty good. Especially if you keep in mind that these are technically just the default ones. These are pretty good. And now we're getting into her legendaries, which aren't technically her feet, but they're still pretty. They're still kind of her feet, right? Let's start with her first ever legendary skin, the Jabberwocky, which I quite like. Oops. Well, I'm just gonna ignore that. These are pretty cute feet, especially with the egg details, the eggshell. It's very nice. The little claws are very cute. This claw is very cute. I like these feet. They're quite nice. I like the skin by itself a lot. But these feet are pretty alright. They're pretty nice. I'm probably gonna put them over here just because they're not her feet, but they're still pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. Her second legendary skin was Miss Fuji, which is an insane skin, by the way. A very, very good skin, very pretty skin. I like this skin a lot. But see one glaring issue. There are no grippers. Well, there are grippers, but they're in prison. They are imprisoned, and that is not okay. We don't appreciate that. And the shoes are just, the shoes are kind of boring, I'll be so honest with you. These are like shoes that my grandma would wear. So, yeah, these go straight into the no category. These go straight into the no category. Good skin overall, but that's just a crime against me personally. Then, her second to last skin that she got is the Leshen. It's a pretty cool skin. Personally, I don't like it too much. It's very loud. It's not really my type of design for a skin. I think it's really funny that it's just a little nub with a big skull on top of it. But the feet... I'm gonna be very controversial here. I think the feet are really bad. Now, obviously, if you just go from the design of this character, skin, whatever, the feet are pretty cool. Right? They're like little tree stumps. They look like roots that grow into the earth. They're pretty cool. But they're not artist feet level. They are not on the same level as her feet. Which her feet, if you want to have a look at them again, her feet are like very sharp. That's kind of it. Sharp, rather small, I guess. These toes can kill you. This can squish you. These shapes are very, very round, very soft, like a tree, you know? They're like a tree. They're not like artist's feet. They're not on my standards, right? So that's why they're pretty meh. And her last skin that she got is the Boulay artist, the Boulay brother collab skin, which is I was going to say an amalgamation, which I guess is kind of true. It's a mix of both the Boulay brothers, and the feet are... They're in Azkaban. They're in a well. They're no longer in prison. They have committed federal crimes. They will never see the daylight again. However, the shoes are pretty good. I like these shoes quite a lot. So therefore I will be putting this in at the top of meh. The feet themselves, obviously not there, the poor grippers. So therefore it gets plummeted down into the bad categories, I guess. But the shoes themselves, get it up again because they're pretty good. They're pretty nice. So I'll let you have a look at the rest of this tier list a little bit longer. Thank you for watching. I somehow dragged this out to about 15 minutes. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more bonkers tier lists that are objectively correct, leave a like and a subscribe. And let me know in the comments. Next tier list, probably artist skins or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'll see you around. Bye bye.
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me.